Hey YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to today's toy review. Today we're going to be taking a look at something extremely, if not exceptionally different. And it's not going to be flip up toys. We're going to be doing something train-tastic. And hopefully this video isn't going to derail my life though, hey? Or derail my joy, I think. But anyways, in this video we're going to be doing what is supposed to be one of the most outlandish toy reviews ever, of course. And yes, I'm going to be taking a look at 4 TOMY Plarail trains. Yay! Woo! Now, without being too excited though, obviously I'm still in the midst of getting better from getting a sore throat though. Well, obviously just to quell the amount of excitement, I'm just going to feel like I'm going to have some at the moment though. I'm just going to have water here. Okay, so in this video, we are going to be taking a look at some very cool and new looking trains. Last time I did a train toy review was that TOMY Plarail EH500 C-sized powered. I think the battery was, of course, it was a C-cell battery type one. And it was like some kind of cargo train. But in this video, we're going to be taking a look at 4 trains. 3 of them look quite fast, but there's one that looks very peculiar, but I'm also quite fascinated and amazed at the same time. So, let me just go ahead and grab the webcam, and we're going to see what we have. Oh yeah! Look what we got there, guys! We got 4 new trains! Woo! Okay, so what I might do is I might grab these scissors, of course, just to unbox those trains here. But I've also got some other props here. Well, apart from Thomas the Tank pulling 3 carriages that are supposed to be, you know, how do you say it? They're supposed to be kind of like a resemblance to that of Annie and Clover. Well, not really Annie and Clover, but we've also got some trains here. Of course, I've got that old TOMY Tamaka train. Of course, as I can tell, it's pretty much based off a real Japanese train, as you can see. And on the other side, we've also got a, well, it looks like a pile. It looks like some kind of wreckage pile of generic wooden trains. I wouldn't say wooden railway or brio. Maybe the audience can tell me. But the cool stuff is, of course, right over there. And we've also got some very brand new batteries just to try these trains out. Now, before I go ahead and delve into what I've actually realised about these trains is that yes, I actually went to Malaysia and holiday though, but I just can't discuss a lot though because all I need is a lot more privacy, I think. But yes, of course, as I can tell, they're all Japanese TOMY Plarail trains. Now, of course, yes, we've got 3 of those, how do you call them, Shinkansen bullet trains. We've got an E2, which obviously has got a very cool magnetizing feature on the back. I think it's, if I have a look at the packagings, I think the packaging is pretty much the most fascinating part of a toy here because it emphasizes what's literally inside the box and what contents, of course. And yes, as always, as per usual, just as I would have predicted, yes, these trains take AA batteries. And what's quite surprising is that this train is made in Vietnam, but there's also other trains here that are made in different countries. This one here is an E5 Shinkansen bullet train named after the Peregrine falcon in Japanese, the HAYABUSA. It costs about 109 ringgits, both of these trains. Of course, this one here is made in Thailand, as you can see, and there you go, there's the instructions on the back of the box here, of course. And we've also got an N700, which has got a very cool light up feature here, something that lights up, especially during the dark. Of course, as I'm making this video, it is summertime, and actually the N700, to be quite obviously honest, is actually one of the first trains that I've actually purchased during 2022. And the reason is because not only it's a bullet train, but it also says this, KYUSHU West Japan, and it looks pretty amazing. There is the back of the packaging. Once again, it is powered by a AA battery. And look at the drive unit. The drive unit is something that actually fascinates me though. I actually haven't had a lot of trains which have that drive unit, which is actually kind of sort of similar to Trackmaster 2. Maybe Mattel can pretty much see this as an investment. This one here is made in Vietnam, but overall I think if I remember the price about this train, 99 ringgits. I think they were from a Japanese retailer in Malaysia, I think. But I'm not going to tell you where they are until I feel like I might discuss in a full video, more like. And we've also got something extremely peculiar. This was from a store called PARKSON at a city mall somewhere in Malaysia, which I can't discuss, as I've said many times. Obviously, this is a TOMY Plarail Disney Dream Railway sort of train. Of course, yes, at first glance I thought it was cheesy, I thought it looked pretty dumb. But what caught my eye was probably Chip and Dale. Of course, yes, if you ever watched Rescue Rangers, a fantastic film, great film. It had a lot of cameos, My Little Pony in it though, all kind of other franchises as well. Yes, but anyways, of course, yes, this is actually quite an amazing set. Once again, it takes a AA battery, and oh my crikeys, this train actually has a very similar drive unit to the classic Tommy, Thomas or Percy train stuff. Okay, and what I also know is, as fine as this looks like, one of the best parts about this train is that it also has some gimmicky wagons. I know we've got a wagon that looks very similar to the boxcar that is carried by Tony James. I might go ahead and grab that. And of course, yes, it's very interesting to see that this product is made in Thailand and not made in China, which is a very nice thing to see. And luckily enough, I have a very similar boxcar, which looks like that. And I gotta tell you what though, guys, though, this train here, the Disney one, was one of the last trains that I actually purchased before going back to the UK to make this awesome toy review. Anyways, let's go ahead and unbox all these beautiful trains like so. And you know what I'm gonna say next, don't you? Coming in for the unboxing. I don't know about you. It is amazing just to see those trains, how do you say it though, popping in store during my holiday, of course, back in May of 2022. I would have never thought that, I don't know about you, but the box has been totally fried. I think that's actually the correct way of opening these boxes up though, eh? Usually these boxes tend to have foam, as I would have remembered it, eh? Okay. Out the train comes. Oh yes, look at that. Look at this train here, guys, eh? Look at that. And the best part about this train is that it's all wrapped up. And a beautiful amount of packaging. I mean, let's just go ahead and unpack this and see what it looks like out of its box. Oh yeah. And I got a funny feeling that, hey, this was one video. Of course, this at the time making this video. Got a funny feeling this is actually one toy review that I've been desperately having a look at. Of course, yes, there is the back carriage. Of course, yes, or the rear car of this train. Of course, it looks fairly nice. Then we've also got the middle car. And I've also got the power car, of course. And it looks fairly nice. It's fairly nicely detailed. And I'm just gonna, well, just say it, couple them together up there, eh? And we're going to basically set this little train up by just powering a little AA battery. So let's go ahead and open this one up. Of course, yes, it's a very nice duplicate of a Japanese bullet train. I can't fault for everything, just to see how good it looks. And look at that. Look at the way it has been built. It looks very similar to Trackmaster 2. Maybe Mr. Mattel could probably see this. It's an amazing driving. I have to say, this driving is actually quite amazing. And so in sort of its kooky ways, yes, it actually looks pretty fantastic. And I need to pretty much put the battery into the right polarity. Ha ha ha! Oh yeah, the light is working. I can see the motor is working. Oh, look at that! Look at that light feature. Oh wow! Oh yes, look at that. You've also got, there's actually 2 speeds in this train. Of course, yes, it looks fairly nice. Apart from the very cool looking light though, there's a very good switch here. This is pretty much maximum power. And if I flick to this part here, we just get back to the normal speed. That is an amazing train. Let me just probably put this back together and re-screw and see the lights properly, eh? And see how it goes. Look at that. Oh yeah. Woo! Look how amazing this train is, baby, eh? Oh man, that is actually amazing. Let's go ahead and make the train run and see how it goes. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Woo! Look at this train, eh, guys? Look at that! It's running super well. Okay, can you ever believe it, guys? I moved the boxes away here. Okay, so the N700, a fantastic replica of a Japanese Shinkansen bullet train. It looks fairly amazing. So there you go, the first train is done. Oh, what I might do is I might either keep the phone or throw away the phone. The packaging looks cool, eh? Well, let's move on to another train. In fact, I'm actually just going to unbox all trains because let's probably say, why not though, eh? I might go ahead and unbox the TOMY Plarail E5 Shinkansen bullet train. I got a funny feeling, I love the Japanese box artwork in this, and that's something I really like about those trains. And not only that, but there's something about these trains that really catches my eye. It's just something that you just don't get in the stores of Great Britain or the rest of the United Kingdom. Oh yes, that's an amazing looking train. Of course, yes, it's got the magnetizing feature at the back, which I might show you. And I've actually got some wooden trains there to see if it is compatible or not there. And luckily enough, I bought the E2 Plarail train just to reassure myself, so that I don't get myself worried about if this train isn't compatible with, you know, how do you say it? Of course, yes, the TOMY Plarail sorry, it's not the EH500, sorry. E5 HAYABUSA Peregrine Falcon Shinkansen bullet train isn't as compatible to the wooden train stuff. But let's go ahead and unbag this train here and see what it looks like. Or actually, hang on, it's stuck. I don't know about you, but I might just... actually, I might go ahead and grab the scissors. Will that work, eh? Yeah, see how it goes. Ah, yes! Okay, let's take the whole train out. Oh, yes! Okay, move the packaging, the foam away, eh? Oh, yes, look at that back part of the train here. It looks so amazing. Look at that! It's got magnet features at the back here, right? Look at that! Oh, my crikeys, look at that! Oh, my goodness! That is amazing! It's like Transformers, eh? Look at that! Just an amazing train, eh? The back part of this train. What I might do is I might go ahead and unbox the E2 just to see if it works, eh? I got a funny feeling those trains, they are expensive. But yeah, luckily enough, I just flew to Malaysia just to see those trains, of course. And I'm so glad that, you know, as I've just picked those trains up, oh man, I am just so glad, without even making a big mess in the house. Oh my crikeys, this train actually looks very similar to the E3 TOMY Plarail train that I've actually got in the house. Now I know this is not a great comparison because I've got a freaking office chair here blocking the way. Move out of the way here, office chair. But yes, look at this train. It is amazing. Of course, yes, this train used to be powered by a C-size battery. Now it's being powered up by a AA battery because drive unit wise, it is different. And to give it a good difference though here, we've got a TOMY Plarail E3 Shinkansen bullet train, which actually came with the same sort of carriages which look like that, apart from the rear one, which doesn't have the magnetizing feature at the back. But I think what happened to that train, sadly, this train actually had, if I would have had a very closer look, sadly its traction tyres have actually gone boof. No, the traction tyres have actually gone fried. There you go, there's some more proof of it here. So sadly I can't play with this train until I feel like I need to get a new motor and a new traction tyre pair. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and unpack this beautiful looking new E2 train, which is of course the older cousin to the E2 Shinkansen, well actually, bullet train, obviously it's the, you know, actually it's the E2, obviously it's the E2 Shinkansen bullet train though, that looks very similar. Of course yes, I might as well Put a battery as well in both of those, and see if the magnetizing feature works. Oh, sorry about the N700 being blocked over, like so, but let me just go ahead and put a battery in both of these trains and see how they work. Oh, right. Unscrewing, very, very popular shot. The unscrewing shot. Oh, look at that. Awesome drive unit, eh? Of course, these batteries are fairly nice. Once again, putting onto the... Ah, yes. That's what we all like to hear. Or see, eh? Ah, yes. Of course, yes, I'm putting the trains so nicely, eh? In terms of battery-wise, I'm putting them into the right polarity. Let's connect these carriages up like so. And before I should actually put a battery in this train, let's see if I can actually run these trains together. And let's get the magnetizing feature here, of course. And what I should do, get out of the way, office chair. You're not even part of the deal. Get out! Ah! Blooming office chair! Stop exposing your wheel. Making the whole video iffy. Right, so, with the E2 back carriage parked up like so, I'm going to go ahead and assemble, or should I say fully assemble this whole train. But I'm not going to put the battery in the front car of the train here, because what we're going to be showing is some kind of magnetizing feature. So let's go ahead and see it like so. Ah, yes. Let's see how it goes. Ah, yeah! Look at that, eh? We're all connected up. Let's see how it goes. Oh, yeah. Ah, yes! Now that is train test again, baby! Woo! Look at that! Look at that! This is what you call train spotting, y'all! Look at that! That looks super, super awesome! I have to say, this is actually something completely and utterly amazing. Look at that! Just incredible to see! And that's something you don't see on YouTube these days. Look at that, a couple of trains paired up together. I'm giving this one a great big thumbs up, but we're not yet ending the whole video, because all I'm going to do is to pretty much, how would you say it, put a AA battery on the E2 train just to make it look like, or should I say, just to make it run alone or by itself, to see how it runs all by itself and make it look spiffily awesome. And I have to say, look at that. Look at the amount of trains that we're having so far. In fact, I'm having so much fun. Oh, wow. This is just amazing. Crikey, look at that. Woo! Two trains passing by at the same time. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. It's like some kind of train race. Ah, yes. Now that is something amazing on YouTube. Look at that. Just a great train race. Look at that. Whoa. That is actually... it feels like my eyes are capitulating into something really amazing, yet miraculous at the same time. Well, you know what? I feel like it's time to give the E5 Shinkansen bullet train a halt. Because what I'm going to be doing is to... it's quite a funny thing, right? How do I stop this? It's quite funny, right? Okay, the train is stopped. You have to give it a little bit of force there. I know it's a new drive unit, but you have to give them a little bit of force to stop the train unit at the front in time now. I'm just going to throw in a new battery onto the E2 Shinkansen bullet train, which for some reason it looks like the screw is... Yeah, I know the screw looks like it's playing up there. Without sounding like a total dunce here. There you go. It's like if the screw's about to fall apart though, but it's locked into place. And let me just slide in a new fresh battery. Oh yes! Now that's what we all want to see on YouTube these days! Crikeys, I'm feeling super amazed and excited. I'm going to put the cover back on. Of course they share the same drive unit. Well, maybe, or maybe not. Maybe I need to take a look at the back of the packaging to see if they have the same drive unit, because I'm sure they actually do. Of course this. Let me see, does it have the same drive unit? Let me just go ahead and take a look at the other one. let me just go ahead and take a look at these trains. Lovely day. Maybe it's best if I would have separated the two trains together. Transform! Alright, so what I might do is I might go ahead and look underneath on both of these trains. Do they have the same drive unit? It looks like it. It looks like they have the same drive unit, but what I should do is to kick Thomas the tank, because, well, he's causing confusion and delay, and he's being an absolute slow coach. And I got a funny feeling it's best for me to go ahead and run something completely and utterly amazing, and it's something quite nice. So I know I had that train for a fairly long time, but what I'm actually going to be doing is to basically throw in the E2 Shinkansen bullet train onto that circular layout, because, well, we're going to pretty much replace something from the old. It's time to ring in the new. That's what we always do every 365 days, you know, all the way towards the 1st of January. Oh wow, oh wow, just can't believe it. It's actually quite a very glitchy looking train there, eh? And remember, well, I know the train might be fast. Oh, it doesn't mean fast, okay? Wow, I would have never thought that this train would actually go miraculously, extremely fast. I would have never expected that to be such a speed freak. Oh wow, that is actually amazing. I wonder how it goes. Wow, with it. Maybe I should probably, oh my crikey, I just can't believe it though, eh? This is just a fantastic train show. Maybe get the, okay, so let me go ahead and get the E5 Shinkansen bullet train running along. Oh yes, look at that. Oh, running perfectly. This is just so stunning to watch. And I've got a funny feeling, once these trains dash past towards you, if you watch this whole video, oh, there's a bit of a fight going on here. You'll be mesmerised on how amazing these trains look. I have to say, the E5 Shinkansen bullet train, wow, I love the glossy paint that they added onto this train. Maybe it's best I need to make sure that both of these trains aren't fighting together. Yeah, but I have to say, these trains, they're just amazing, and they're just, you know, fascinating to watch. Wow! This is like the spirit of going to Japan. Woo! Oh yeah, it's like going to Japan when you see trains like that. Wow, can you believe it? It is just miraculously ballistic. Wow, it is just amazing. I mean, look at the trains. It is just super awesome. Wow, can you believe it, guys? I mean, crikey. I mean, I just can't believe how ludicrously fast these trains are going in such an exceptionally high speed. That's always just the usual. I gotta tell you what, these trains are actually fairly impressive. The question is, maybe, I might hold this train up though. The question is, will that train here couple up to the wooden railway train, which I'm actually very curious. Oh yeah, look at that, hey guys, look at that. This train can actually connect with the wooden railway trains. Wow, this is amazing. A high-speed train connecting up with just a boring wooden railway train coming into play. Look at that. Oh, it's not the caboose or the brakeman. In fact, I might go ahead and, oh, there's a screw here. Sorry. I might go ahead and reconnect this baby up. Oh, look at that. That is just so big. Look at that. Wow. Oh my crikey. I just can't believe it. This is just so brilliant amazing. That's something you don't see on YouTube again, don't you? A high-speed train pulling just a wooden railway steam train. Oh my crikey, I just can't believe it. This is absolutely amazing. Oh my god! This is so ridiculously amazing. Now this is something that a lot of YouTubers would rarely ever present. Content like this on YouTube. Woo! Oh my goodness, I'm thinking doing something. Woo! Well, I have to say that this is actually exceptionally preposterously strange. Maybe I should do the same thing for the other bullet train, eh? And see how it goes. I might probably call that E2 Shinkansen bullet train, like so, and maybe connect to, well, let's just say, oh wow, look at that one, eh? Look at that. Something very unexpected, eh? Look at that. Can actually make this train. Oh my goodness. This is actually really amazing, eh? Crikeys. Can actually connect some wooden railway trains up. Come on. Come on. Oh, this is good. Okay. Whoa. Okay, I have to be very gentle with the trains, eh? Look at that. Wow, can you believe it? Some TOMY Plarail Shinkansen bullet trains pulling. Oh my goodness, wooden railway trains. That is just amazing. Wonderful to see. I just can't believe it. Maybe I need to buy some more wooden toy trains, eh? Just to excite my life. This is just exceptionally amazing. Well, and the trains are fighting each other, eh? My crikeys. It's just so weird seeing those trains fighting wooden railway trains. Or Rio's generic wooden trains. That is just so preposterously, how would you say it though? I have to say absurdly amazing. It feels like it's just so ballistic. Wow, I just can't believe in how deeply amazing. Oh no! Oh no! We can't have trains derailing in this video. No, no, no. Wow, I just can't believe it. I am just super amazed on how these trains perform though. Even though these guys can go real fast, I'd definitely say, hey, you know what? They're actually making friends with the wooden trains. And yes, wooden trains are pretty much in the same gauge as both TOMY and Trackmaster, as you can definitely tell. And believe me, just before as I was making this video, I have curved out Thomas the Tank Engine and the other Trackmaster / TOMY train layouts I've just built and formulated, of course. And hey, I have to say this video is actually going to get even more amazing. And I mean, I'm just watching the TOMY Plarail Shinkansen bullet trains doing the rounds of just showing off. I know the N700 battery is starting to feel like, you know, well, I've got a funny feeling it actually looks like it's starting to wear off there, eh? What do you think, eh? Well, I have to say, this is just completely and utterly amazing. Completely and utterly amazing. In a very unusual way. And oh no! It looks like the TOMY Plarail E2 Shinkansen bullet train is actually taken down. Yeah, it looks like, well, maybe it's best to probably watch this one for a while. But we don't need to, because we're going to be taking a look at one of our last TOMY Plarail trains, which is of course the Disney Dream Railway train set. Of course, I'm going to go ahead and unbox this beauty. Wow, I just can't believe it, I have to say. This is actually one of the largest products I've actually had a look at so far though. It is the largest, of course. Let's go ahead and take a look at alright, let's go ahead and unpack this beauty out of its box. It's actually quite hard. Got a funny feeling that whenever I look at this toy train, it almost looks like a knockoff, when in reality it's a licensed product. Hooray! I'm just so glad it's a legitimate Disney themed TOMY Plarail train. Of course, yes, we've got a whole bunch of Disney stuff. Of course, I can see Mickey. Of course, there's Huey doing Louie. And, oh no, it's got the TOMY Plarail E2 train. Is actually, it actually looks like it's having a whole bunch of trouble though. Pulling that wooden railway train, the generic one, of course. Up, of course. I got a funny feeling that train there just keeps on derailing all the time here. Sorry, my mouth has gone a bit iffy there, eh? But hey, of course, yes, what we get in this box is just super amazing. Of course, yes, we've got Chip and Dale, of course, playing the trumpet and the horn. Of course, yes, it's not like one of those knockoff toys that play silly sound tips on toy trains, of course. There's the engine, of course. And everywhere looks like to be a musical train, as you can see. And of course, is that Goofy and the boxcar? Hey, in fact, it looks very similar to what I actually had before. Oh wow, some kind of musical freight cargo sort of train here, eh? That looks fairly amazing, eh? And of course, yes, it's got a moving door feature, just like with Tony or Trackmaster James. As you can see, they've got the same sort of box cars here. It's like they sort of make this as a mundanely dull and sort of plaintive looking but hard working looking box car into something a lot more musical and joyful with a whole bunch of Disney vibes, or Disney cartoon vibes. Of course, yes, let me go ahead and take a look at what we have as well. We might as well go ahead and unpack. Oh no! Of course, yes, we've got Chip and Dale with the trumpet and horns. Of course, oh no, that Shinkansen bullet train that has taken a dive. Gonna re-roll, of course. This video is gonna get mighty hectic here because of the amount of train-tastic content I'm doing on my YouTube channel at the moment, eh? Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and unbag Chip and Dale out from the plastic bag so they can breathe. Look at that, some kind of gimmicky feature, eh? Look at that, some kind of wibbly wobbly trumpet and horn, sort of acorny themed railway car, of course, or railroad car. Of course, yes, we'll take a look at the. Oh no! Maybe I should probably stop this one here because it's actually going to derail a lot, though, eh? Of course, yes, we've also got. Let me try and go ahead and take a look at what we have in the box. Is that another musical car with Huey doing a Louie? Of course, as I can see. We've got a bit of a. Oh wow, that looks fairly nice. So we've got another gimmicky feature. It's like some kind of gimmicky car. It's got like a traction tire underneath, and what it is, it's like some kind of gimmicky feature where the train, if the train moves, of course, yes, Huey doing a Louie would actually, I'll just say it, play the piano. It's actually quite a very cool looking gimmicky sort of train though. Actually reminds me of the good old days when TOMY Plarail, the Tommy Plarail stuff was in store back in the UK, of course, and it had like some kind of red Tommy Plarail C12 train, I think. Of course, every train has got those instructions as well. Not only that, but you've also got like some kind of very weird brochure. It looks like good advice, some kind of Japanese sort of thing there. All of it's in Japanese. Of course, don't put train stuff in your hair, which is good advice. Of course, yes, you can buy like spare traction tyres, spare couplings if your train is, you know, not looking too healthy. And what I might do is I'll come in and assemble the whole train together. And we've also got like other bits of rolling stock. Wow, can you believe it though, guys? So we've also got this. Is that like a tender? It looks like a tender. There's Mickey and Minnie playing what it looks like to be. Is that like some kind of flute or clarinet? I'm actually no good in instruments. I know didgeridoos and other instruments, of course. Oh, it's pretty hard there to couple the tender up though. Or maybe it's some kind of car though. I've got no idea, eh? But let's get the train out though. I presume it's like some kind of tender locomotive, and in fact, it's actually got the same drive unit as the old classic Tony / classic Trackmaster Thomas and Percy trains. I think Stepney and Lady have the same drive unit. It's very simple. You just open up like that though, just to get the batteries and stuff, like so. Whoa. Well, maybe not though. Maybe I should try and have a good in-hand appraisal of this train. It looks just amazing, unique in a very nice way. It's got a very nice sort of Mickey Mouse sort of hand here. Maybe it could be some kind of whistle or dome. Of course, yes, we've got like the chimney or smokestack or funnel, as you're going to call it. There's a dome here. I'm not going to basically wrench this one out roughly though, because it is just an amazing locomotive in so many ways. Of course, yes, this locomotive is quite similar to a Tommy Thomas, but it's very different though. As you can see, the connecting rods look quite a bit weird, but they give it a bit of a mousy feature. If I compare it to a classic Trackmaster Thomas, right over here, you can see that the piston connecting rod is actually a bit, well, this one's regular here, but if you compare it to this one here, this one is very, very different though. I know it looks exactly similar, but this is pretty much a Disney theme. It's like if Thomas the Tank has actually travelled into the Disney world. Of course, just looking at the front, it looks like, well, a Mickey Mouse themed train though. As you can see, it's got like Mickey's ears, some kind of Mickey Mouse symbol there on the top there. It says musical on the front of the boiler, firebox, what we're going to call it today. And obviously, as you can see, it's got a very old school American style sort of design there, as you can tell, because at the front there, you got the cow catcher, of course, there, of course, there's what I might do is I'll go ahead and pretty much put a battery in here. Of course, there's to emphasize on the problems on trains like this, sometimes the gears will be quite funny there as well, especially when of course, yes, whenever I think of, yes, of course we all know the traction tyres can go bust if these trains haven't been played for a long time, or played roughly, of course. Also, of course, yes, if these trains had a broken gear, there would be some kind of clutch problem, of course. And another problem is that, one big scary point is that if you had a leaky battery, of course, in all of these trains, it was a nightmare as well. So, please do surely look after those trains, actually, because they know what you're actually doing is pretty much right or wrong. That's weird. Is it working? Maybe I need to go ahead and double check. I mean, I've got the right amount of polarity here, but not sure if it's... Oh, okay, so maybe it's the... Oh, that's weird. Ah, yes. Ah, yes, that train's working there, guys, eh? Let's see if it's got a bit of gusto. Oh, yes! Look at that, eh? It's got a bit of gusto, eh? At first this train wasn't working, eh? But, man, I mean, crockies, this is just completely and utterly amazing. Completely amazing. And what I might do is I might go ahead and put this back on together. Oh, just feels so nice, like the Tomy old Thomas & Friends stuff. And what I'm going to be doing is I might send this train in a very merrily sort of way. We'll move Thomas the Tank away. Okay, let's turn it on. Oh, look at that one, eh? Look at that. This is just completely and utterly amazing, eh? This is just like the old classic Tomy Thomas & Friends stuff. Look at that. Whoa. And I have to say, this is actually quite a remarkably respectable looking train. Not gonna lie though, it's actually fairly fantastic. Wow, I'm just so glad I've got like 4 trains here being purchased like so, and like Crocky. They actually run super well in a very big way. Looks like what I might do is I might probably keep those packagings, or in a sense might be better off for me to recycle, of course. Of course we've got some of those, you know, musical notes there, musical, no, what's that one there? It's like a Mickey Mouse sort of march thing there as well, some kind of musical thing. Of course I might unbag this as well, just to see what we have, apart from the TOMY Plarail Japanese warning stuff. Of course let me just go ahead and unbag this. It's really nice though, I love TOMY Plarail stuff, they all come in bags and foam packaging and stuff, which is fairly nice. Oh yes. We've also got those, some of those, is that like cardboard? That looks like cardboard musical notes. I'm sure it's actually made in Thailand, of course I might put it into there. Yeah, there you go. That looks super amazing, eh? Completely and utterly amazing. In a very nice way, eh? I mean, look at that. This is just something really cool. Wow. Can you just believe it though, guys, eh? This is just super amazing. Seeing those, you know, I've got a funny feeling those trains, they are just absolutely fantastic. Can you believe those guys running like so? This is just completely and utterly, if not remarkably, awesome. Wow. I've got a sneaky suspicion, or a funny feeling, that those trains would probably climb up towards the £100 mark if they were sold here as an official product in Britain. But mind you, I think the best thing to do is to pretty much, you know, make these trains dub into English but then Japanese if you're going to be selling those trains for the British market. But hey, that's something quite rare to ever see in the UK. Something extremely rare to see. But yet again, I am super amazed for all that train content which looks like that. My crockies, I am just so glad to see it, eh? So glad indeed. And mind you, I might be looking forward to buying more new trains and new tracks and possibly more train sets in the near future, just to come in and make wondrous content which looks like that. But hey, you know what? I could probably stand up to myself and just think, wow, this is one toy review that I would have never thought I would have so many opportunities to think about. But anyways, I might go ahead and run this E2 Japanese bullet train. Oh, it's on. I think it's matching power. Right, off you go. No more crashing this time. Oh yeah! I just can't believe it. This is actually quite amazing just to do an awesome video like that on YouTube, hey? Just amazing and crazy to see the amount of fantastic stuff that I've been making so far. It is just super amazing. I have to say that this pretty much sums up the rest of the whole video on YouTube, and mind you, yeah, I think that's pretty much just about it, eh? And I'm just so glad, eh, that after all these trains have been covered so far on my YouTube channel, man, I feel like I'll be making money on YouTube. Yet again, I'll be demonetized. And I'm just hoping that this is pretty much a video not made for kids, or maybe it is made for kids. Well, I'm better out of here. But I'm just so glad just to purchase 4 new trains along the way, and I'm just so glad I've just came up the whole way just to cover those 4 beautiful new trains right in the menu here for 2022. And the best part about these trains is that they run on a AA battery. Yes, C-size batteries are expensive, but hey, AAAs are even more expensive too. But anyways, I've got a funny feeling that's about it. Throughout the rest of this whole video, I've got a funny feeling that this whole rain-tastic video has to stop because I can't pretty much go further than anything else to say, but it's been super exciting. And I've got a funny feeling that just to commemorate this ultimate moment, I'd like to say thank you so much for watching, and if you really enjoyed this whole video, please give this video a great big like, and subscribe for videos on YouTube like this. If you want to see me, if you want me to basically have a look at all kinds of train stuff on my YouTube channel, because I am really yearning for more train content on YouTube. Or else I just feel like I can just go back and do flip out toy reviews. Oops, I feel like we have a derailment though. Anyways, I think that's it. I know I've already said the whole part already though. But you know what? Bye for now. Bye. At least I'm just train spotting. That's the best part of this video I can do.